get started right now.
All right, you guys. So I want to welcome you back to another episode of Loki. As you guys can see, my surroundings have changed. Some of you guys who've been with the channel for a little while have seen me here. And some of you who may be new may be like, wait, what happened to all the stuff in the background, the Star Wars stuff? This is where I stay at when on work days, so I can get to work a little bit quicker than where I live in Linwood. So usually what I do is shoot out there on Thursdays to watch the show, so I have the background, but I wasn't able to do that today, so we are here today, and that's why you're seeing this background, guys. With Loki, this is going to be episode 4, Heart of the TVA. Last week we had a really cool episode where we met Victor Timely, supposedly one of the variants of He Who Remains. However, the theory is that He Who Remains is Victor Timely, or Victor Timely will eventually become He Who Remains. He Who Remains obviously planned on giving Victor Timely the handbook to the TVA, which we saw transpire. Renslayer handed him the book, and this basically set him on a different path where he became this very eccentric inventor and has a lot of great ideas, but the technology doesn't exist in the 18th century that would allow him to finish the projects that he has. So he's using these projects, he's selling them off, knowing that the individual who purchased it probably will not be able to get it to work, because he could not get it to work because the technology simply does not exist. So this is how he makes his money, and Renslayer runs into him. We have this very cool situation where he's running from the people that he swindled. Sylvie shows up trying to kill him because, as she had mentioned, she's going to kill every single one of his variants whenever they show up. Loki tries to stop her, and in between all of this, we have this love triangle that's going on between Miss Minutes, Renslayer, and Victor Timely, aka He Who Remains. And we also find out that Miss Minutes has a thing for Victor Timely as well. So that was kind of creepy as well. So really good episode. I really enjoyed it a lot. We find out that Renslayer has been betrayed, as Miss Minutes was as well. So they now are conspiring to go against He Who Remains, aka Victor Timely. So that's where we're at. Guys, let's go ahead and get into this episode. Episode 4 of Loki, the Heart of the TVA. Wow, I don't know where we are, but it looks like we're going through the timelines, the various timelines. That's what it is.
So it's almost ready.
This is the conversation.
I will be proud to lead with you.
The TVA awaits our commands. Shall we go?
I'll catch up.
Hey, boss. Fancy a game of chess?
Not today. Erase her memories.
Are you sure?
Erase all their memories.
If you say so.
What we already knew, he was erasing their memories.
You didn't just help. It was you who commanded the army. So, what are you proposing? That we don't need him. Maybe we never did.
Interesting. Wow.
Stop! It's okay. It's all right. What do you want with me? Come with us, and we'll show you. That didn't sound as reassuring as you hoped it would. Listen, Professor. Is that my loom? Yes. That's your loom. And you're the only one who can help us fix it. dog.
The loom will still overload.
I don't understand. We've adjusted everything we can adjust.
Victor, this is Casey and OB.
O.B.?
Boris. Boris.
Or Boris?
Yeah, that's me.
You wrote the TVA handbook.
Well, yes, I did. But I learned everything I know from a brilliant 19th century inventor named Victor Timely. If we had the resources. I'm locked up with the loom. Forgive the shoddy and slapdash work. It's not to scale. I only got one coat of paint on there. I haven't been able to cut our figures to represent.
Did you know this is straight from
I'm embarrassed that Victor is here to see it.
Back to the Future?
Hard on yourself.
He's Victor Timely.
What did you say your name was?
Victor.
So if your work is based on his work and his work is based on your work,
Exactly which came first?
It's like a snake eating its own tail.
Mr.
A
Ouroboros,
snake eating its own tail.
describe my...
Our throughput multiplier down the gangway. Load the throughput multiplier into the launcher. There's one gigantic problem.
what's that?
There's much more temporal radiation out here than there was when you went out there, Mobius.
So that means,
Yes.
yeah. So it's gonna rip through anything that's out there.
I mean, Loki's... With my loom. Until I made this.
What do you want? Your help. You and your Minutemen. If we have to fight to defend this place from Renslayer or worse, can we trust you? How can I trust you? We may not see eye to eye on most things, but I care about this place, these people. So do you. Trust that. Say it then.
About Mobius. He's just trying to see in the dark like the rest of us. And so we're clear. I asked for your help, and you walked away.
Just so we're clear, no, I didn't. I'm here, aren't I? Again!
You're only here because you couldn't kill him.
Yeah, I couldn't kill him. Couldn't do it. Timely just looked so scared. He who remains wasn't scared. Or maybe he was and I just didn't notice.
Some years ago, my brother was banished from Asgard and sent to Earth. And when he came back, he was different. Changed somehow. I thought it was weakness. I mocked him. Said he'd gone soft.
Soft as you kill.
He did.
Listen, Sylvie.
I love how they go back to the films
And because of that, the TVA and those timelines will
to
survive.
demonstrate the growth that the characters have gone through.
Will survive. You spared their lives too.
Loki recognizes the growth within his brother, and that's now
Put a lot
in
of
him.
faith in those three, but it'd be easier to burn this place down and start from scratch.
Sure. Burn it down. Easy. Annihilating is easy. Raising things to the ground is easy. Trying to fix what's broken is hard.
Yeah.
Hope is hard.
Okay, so Timely can save the TVA. Then we hope that the TVA turns into something good. Then we hope that Timely doesn't turn into He Who Remains or someone worse. There's a lot of hoping, Loki. I didn't have you down for an optimist.
We can watch him, protect him.
Interfere for good. Heard that one before.
You can't give people free will and then just walk away, Sylvie. That's not how it works. Now, for better or for worse, the timelines are free. It's up to us to protect them. It's up to us to do better than He Who Remains.
Sounds like whatever we do, we're playing God.
Yes, for sure. We are gods.
We are gods.
That was a cool conversation. I like that. I like that.
They're gonna prune us the minute they don't need us.
Renslayer.
Renslayer.
Must be 15.
She's setting in place her plan to control the TVA. But if we work together, we can stop her. Protect this place.
The only thing you want to protect is yourself, Ravonna.
Yeah.
And you. This is really disappointing, I must say.
I know, I'm working on myself.
This menace is crazy.
I've been gone. Anyone who joins me right here, follows me out that door, and helps me restore stability to the TVA will have a life on the timeline if they want it.
Oh, man. Speaking his language. Look. But she's not going to let that happen. She's not going to let that happen. She's lying to y'all. They are not going to let that happen. They can't afford to let that happen. Wow. Are they really going to do everyone, though?
How does it feel? Knowing that all of us here would rather die than follow you out that door.
Damn. And Miss Menace is loving it. Wow. Are we going to see goop on the floor? Oh, no. Access denied. Oh, she's in. Damn. Damn.
I'm sorry. Where's the device?
I'm still messing with this thing.
I mean, yours wasn't working either.
Miss Menace.
So Miss Menace, she's taking control of all the systems.
That's why the tent pads aren't working. Grab the multiplier and let's get it timely. What's wrong?
Timely's gone. Miss Minutes is back.
Docs and her team are dead.
What?
It's gotta be Renslayer.
Renslayer and Miss Menace,
Is the
they're going to work.
Theoretically, I haven't had time to test it, but without timing.
Thank God. You're both okay. Ms. Ravonna, sit down. Settling down.
Damn.
Come on!
Miss Menace control. Oh, she went in the elevator and she's going to get stuck. She's going to get stuck. Yeah.
Sylvie? You okay?
Yeah, just take that clock.
She's trying to slow us down.
Take the stairs!
So we're getting some of what we saw in the first episode now. Holy smack. This freaking series, bro. Why is he holding that timer? Oh, wait a minute, because that's the other Loki. That's the other Loki. And she's just going to open the door and see Loki. Oh, now he sees himself. And he's going to prune himself. Ouroboros. Cool. That is very cool.
I promise you this will make sense.
Now the phone is ringing.
Hello?
About time. What's taking you guys so long?
Who be? This minute is sabotaging everything. It's slowing us down. What?
Could take her offline if I reboot the system.
Yeah. Reboot the system.
But we'll lose the entire safety system.
What? What are we gonna lose?
Security protocols will go down.
Like what?
The dampeners that prevent people from using magic at the TVA. We're
Oh.
gonna turn that off too.
Turn it off! This is where the multiplier goes.
Someone's trying to reboot the system. I can't access it. I'm being locked out.
Well, marking just isn't necessary.
They're up to something. What's happening to you?
They're taking me offline. I'm losing my cognitive facilities. I only have moments left. Victor, I need to tell you. I need to tell you. You'll never be him.
Hi, I'm Miss Minutes, and the
Cool. Wow. Right into Kane's face. Oh, yeah, you're going to run into Loki and them. It's over.
What do you say, X5? Fancy a rematch?
X5? What's going on?
This is cozy. Here for a second. Come here. Come here.
What is going on?
Didn't think I'd see you again so soon. Victor! Let's go.
Damn. Pruned her ass.
Which way? We're not this way.
Elevate.
Welcome, he who remains.
Welcome, he who remains. They are one and the same.
It should be me,
No, you don't have to do this.
but I do. Something wrong could happen, and I know how the throughput multiplier works.
Oh, he's running. Oh, wow. The spaghetti theory. Wow.
What happened? What? Where is he?
He's gone.
He's gone.
It's over.
What?
Is he dead?
The temporal radiation is just too high.
What did we do wrong?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What is that? It's ripping a hole? What is that? Oh, wow. They're all going to get spaghettied. knew it. What happened? Ah! Guys. All right. Wow. This series is absolutely great. It's absolutely great. I love it. I've loved every single episode, and this particular episode is no exception. Really great stuff in this series and this episode in particular. So what could have actually really been a filler episode just to get us through to the end, like everything that happened in this episode is what I would have expected we would have got for the finale. And I don't know if I'm alone in thinking that, but just so much transpired in this particular episode where I thought it was going to take a while for Miss Minutes and Renslayer to put their plan together to go against Loki and everyone at the TVA. But everything kind of went into action quickly. We saw that Doc and her crew did not want to join Renslayer or Miss Minutes, for the exception of Brad, X5, I think his name is, or his call sign is. And they got squished out for not joining Miss Minutes and Renslayer. And they went into action, and Miss Minutes took over the TVA and was slowing them down. We saw that Loki was the one who, in fact, pruned himself. The most amazing part that really blew my mind is the fact that Victor Timely got spaghetti. Just really insane turn of events in this particular episode, and I still don't know exactly what to think about this episode or what's going to happen going forward, because Victor Timely is gone, and he who remains is dead. So is this their way of taking Kane or Jonathan Majors out because of his court situation? I'm not sure. This really raises a lot of questions. What's going to happen to Kang from this point on? And who's going to be the big bad? And will it be Miss Minutes? Now, Miss Minutes most definitely would be a terrifying villain to going forward for the Marvel Universe. However, they kind of did this already with Ultron, AI coming of age. The only difference is Ultron was able to give himself a robotic body, which is something that Miss Minutes desires. So we'll have to see. She's currently been taken offline. I'm assuming they're going to have to bring her back online or something to that nature in order to protect the TVA from what's happening now that we're seeing. I don't know if it's a hole being ripped or in time, or if that's an explosion heading towards the TVA. We don't know what it is yet, and obviously they faded to black before that happened. But I really enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed the conversation between Loki and Sylvie in the break room, where Loki kind of speaks on his growth and the growth of Loki, period, and basically finding a way to end the cycle. Where Sylvie says it would be easier just to burn it down. And Loki says, yes, it would be easy to burn it down. And that's what Loki has always done. He is the bringer of destruction. And that destruction always starts anew. It brings everything back anew. And Loki wants to break that cycle. And like you said, it's harder to fix something. Loki now wants to fix the TVA instead of burning it down like Sylvie wanted to do. Now, whether they're going to be able to do that or not, I don't know, because of what we just saw here in this episode. As I mentioned, I really enjoyed this episode a lot, and I'm going to go ahead and score this episode, and I'm going to give this episode a 9.5 out of 10. Most definitely could have been a 10. I wouldn't be mad at anyone who called this episode a 10. I just really like the turn of events that we received. I wasn't expecting to get so much of what we received in this particular episode. And I think we're only getting 6 episodes, so the next episode is going to be the finale. But this played like a finale, for the exception of we didn't get a resolution to the ending there. But that could have been a cliffhanger for a season 3, and we don't know if Loki will be getting a season 3. But we still have I believe, one episode to go. So evidently there's more that we're going to get from in regards to what's happening. We're going to get to see what happens after this point, which I am extremely excited about. And one thing I was talking to my partner about at work, Loki premiering on Thursdays, as opposed to when Ahsoka was premiering on Tuesdays. It seemed like we would get Ahsoka and the week would go by and we were right back to the next episode of Ahsoka, where with Loki, we get that episode on Thursday, and then we got the weekend, and then the first part of the week, and then we got to wait for Thursday to get Loki again. Just seems like it's taken a long time to get to that next episode, where Ahsoka seemed like we were getting those episodes a little bit quicker. I don't know what the difference is. I do like it being on Thursdays because I'm going to spend most of the night editing this video, and then I got to get up and go to work, and Fridays is usually a lighter day. It's the lightest day of the week at work, so being a little tired I can work it out at work, being a little tired as opposed to if it was a Monday or a Tuesday. So this does work for me, but as far as waiting for the episode itself, I prefer them premiering on Tuesday because you're going to get that episode just a little bit quicker. It seems like it. Anyway, it felt that way. So again, I really enjoyed this episode, and that's why I scored it a 9.5 out of 10. I just thought we got a lot that happened. Renslayer was pruned. X5 is still out there. I don't know what his motivation is at this point. I'm sure he's trying to get back to the sacred timeline. He's going to try and find some way to get himself back to the sacred timeline, but we'll see if he will be able to even do that because everything seems to be blown to oblivion. So, and it'll be interesting to see what the breakdown shows and videos will say about this episode, because even though I do understand everything that's going on, I'm at a loss as to what is going to happen from this point on, given the fact of what we saw at the end of this episode. So I really enjoyed this episode, guys, a lot, and I cannot wait for next week's episode, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in regards to this episode. Tell me what your predictions are for the finale. What do you think is going to happen to the TVA? What's going to happen to Renslayer? I know we're going to see her again because we did see her. I forget the name of that, the area that you go to when you're pruned, but we will see her there. She has tamed that beast, even though we saw Loki and Sylvie destroy the beast. So I'm not sure if we're going to see that beast again, and I don't quite remember if the beast was in the trailer, but I do remember that she was in that trailer in that same area, and I forget the name of the place that you go once you're pruned. But we will see Renslayer again. I'm not sure if Miss Minutes is going to get herself back online, but she's too important of a character for her to just be taken offline the way that she was. But I thought it was really cool the way that they did that in this episode. And then it was really creepy when she told Victor Timely that she said, "I have to tell you something, you'll never be him." And like one of her eyes went missing at the same moment that she said that, and then she went completely offline. So really good episode. I enjoyed it a lot, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Put those comments down below. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And please do join me for the finale of this particular series, guys. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing. This series has been absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait for that finale, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are. Put those comments down below. And again, I want to thank you guys so much for watching.